God spoke through the prophet Joel, saying the following in Joel chapter 2, verses 28 and 29. And afterward I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams. Your young men will see visions. Even on my servants, both men and women, I will pour out my spirit in those days. So God spoke through the prophet Joel. And it says that regardless of age or gender, God can have a vision for us to fulfill. And sometimes it doesn't make sense because we don't quite feel qualified. In the musical Man of La Mancha, there is a scene where Don Quixote and his servants stand gazing at a dilapidated inn. When Quixote describes his vision of turrets and magnificent gates, his servant tries hard to see the same picture, but all he can see are ruins. And when he attempts to describe them, Quixote says, "Stop! I will not allow your facts to interfere with my vision." Most great achievements begin as a vision in someone's heart. And many times, people try to convince the person it can't be done, or that he or she can't do it. Often this confirms the visionary's deepest fears about his or her abilities. And that's the crucial point. If you can disregard your critics and rise above your fears, God will enable you to fulfill the vision that He has given you. But keep in mind that while your vision may come to you in an instant, it can take a lifetime to fulfill. God said to the prophet Habakkuk, "Write down the revelation and make it plain on tablets, so that a herald may run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." A God-given dream often defies the facts. So if you have a vision, look for supporters, not critics. And when someone shares his or her vision with you, become a cheerleader. That's the word for you today on this New Year's Eve of 2021. And as we wrap up the year, I hope you've been looking at these images of the church at work in 2021. And so many of these images are about visions that people had to make things happen. Things that seemed a little foolish possibly at the time. Excuse me, but things that grew into big things. You know, look at our program to help in the schools, all because of a teenager with a vision to help. And it has bloomed into a program that has provided over $30,000 of aid to 4 area schools. Are working with the food pantry. Again, that started because one family felt that there was a need to reach out to people, and they did so. The village church by itself came from vision. And sometimes those visions take time, but we need to be a cheerleader for those who have a vision and help them not discourage them. And when you've got that vision, move forward, share that vision with others, get others involved, and watch what God does. You know, as we enter a new year, 2022, in just a few hours, there are going to be opportunities for new things, for new opportunities. So let's work together to make new things happen. And when God is laying things on your heart, share them with others. You know, the best things that ever happen in a church are generally led by somebody saying, "I think this would be a great idea." And you know what happens when you have that great idea? We're going to talk to you about how can we help you make that happen. How can we partner with you? Because that's where the work gets done. We look forward to an incredible 2022 with all of you. And we are so grateful for the blessing that you have been throughout the year 2021. So we want to wish you a happy new year. Have a wonderful time celebrating with family and friends tonight. And as we begin the new year tomorrow, be sure to begin it with Jesus Christ. Thank you, church. We love you. And again, Happy New Year. We'll see you on Sunday.